You may be seated. Thank you. Everything about him, not only everything written, everything about him is great. Tell your neighbor. I can hear you. Everything about him is great. That is, everything about God is great. Hallelujah. Good morning, church. Viewers all over the world, I say good morning. Hallelujah. Believing first and seeing. Tell your neighbor, believing first and seeing. Because this is what is happening to you now. Believing first and seeing. You just believe, not that actually on the natural you have seen anything, but you believe. That is why you are singing, you are dancing. Because you believe, you see. You see the glory of God. Tell your neighbor, because you believe first, you will see the glory of God. I can hear you. I can hear you. Because there are many people here that have so much pain, anxiety, tension, and the kind of mood they came here with, so terrified. But suddenly they started dancing. They are the one given step this morning. Because they believe first, you see the glory of God. Tell your neighbor, because I believe first, I will see the glory of God. And the goodness of God is coming. Because you believe first. Say, because I believe first. The glory, the goodness of God is mine. Because I believe first, the goodness of God is mine. Hallelujah. Yes. The thing that keeps us from despairing is not what we see, but what we believe. The things that keeps us from despairing, from worrying, downcast, is not what we see, but what we believe. This is why we have so many rich men today with wealth, just talk about, but yet they are despairing. They are not happy. They are worried. With what we can see with them, material, wealth, property, money, yet no joy. The thing that keeps us from despairing is not what, but what? What we believe. Hallelujah. Let's take a look at the book of Luke. The book of Luke 22, verse 32. But I have prayed for you, that is you, so that your faith may not fail. I'm trying to be personal here. But I have prayed for you, Simon, that your faith may not fail. And when you have turned back, strengthen your brothers. What is good for Simon is good for me. Tell your neighbor. What is for Simon is for me. Yes, if Jesus is saying to Simon, I have prayed for you, he's talking to you. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Like we say, believing first and see. Yes. As a Christian, as a believer, as a born again, as a friend of Jesus, as a favorite of kingdom of God, that you are a born again Christian or favorite of kingdom, say, kingdom is yours, is sure, that very, very sure that you enter that kingdom is yours. That does not mean that you are out of touch. That does not mean you are out of war. Sickness will test you. Hardship will test you. But they cannot destroy you. Affliction of all kinds may test you. They can only test you. That you are a child of God, you are born again, you are a candidate of heaven, you are a favorized, you are an apostle, whatever. That does not mean you are out of touch. Tribulation may test you. It cannot destroy you. The book of John 16 verse 33 says, in this world there will be tribulation. Cheer up. I have overcome. Also, that book of Luke we just read, 22 verse 32. It says, I have prayed that your faith will not fail. This means there will be some factors, issue that will challenge your faith. I have prayed that your faith will not fail. This means there will be some factors, issue that will challenge your faith. All of which means, as a Christian, whatever you are going through serves a useful purpose. Thus, to form and strengthen your character, to form and strengthen your what? Your character. The best time to strengthen character when the goings are tough. You can only get a promotion after war. 2, to prepare you for internal glory that lies ahead. What you are passing through to prepare you for internal glory that lies ahead. So, as you maintain a relationship with God through faith, take note. There are many people that claim to maintain relationship, that they claim they have relationship with God. But the one I'm talking about, through faith. Because it is this faith that enables us to endure and to overcome the tests and hardship that confront our daily lives. Let's look at the word faith there. The word faith. Let's go to the book of Hebrew. Hebrew 11, I think Hebrew 11 actually tinted the actual meaning, the definition you would like. Hebrew 11, verse 1. Are you there? Remember, believing first unseen. Are you there? Now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. It's saying faith is the evidence of things not seen. Evidence of things not what? I can't hear you. Evidence of things not seen. Whichever translation you choose, faith deals with things we cannot see. I mean, faith is related to two realities, God and His Word. Whichever definition, whichever translation, whichever meaning you have. Faith is all about two phenomena. Two phenomena, God and His Word. With two phenomena, God and His Word. So this is why I say, as you maintain a relationship with God through faith, there is no way you can maintain relationship or have relationship with God without faith. Only faith pleases Him. And faith is all about two phenomena, God and His Word. The challenge we face today is the way we literally use faith, literally, in secular speech. In secular speech, people speak of faith in the economy. People speak of faith in a medicine. People speak of faith in a political leader. Many a time you hear people say they are stepping out in faith to a new venture. What does this mean? In a literal meaning, it means they don't know what will happen next. They don't know what future holds. Faith in the Bible is not used in that way. But this is the faith we invent to our spiritual life. We invent that usage, that way. This is life we live. In other words, they feel the urge to try something new and take a stab at it. But Bible faith is not used that way. Bible faith is related solely and exclusively to two realities, God and His Word. Next meeting, we want to talk about the use of faith we invented to our spiritual entity. The use of faith, the way we see faith out there, is what we invented here to the church. Say, well, we are stepping out in faith to a new venture. No, that is not faith we are talking about. The faith we are talking about is faith that lifts us above the realm of our own abilities and makes God's possibilities available to us. Faith lifts us above the realm of our own abilities and make God's possibilities available to us. That is the faith we talk about. It's like we don't understand the word faith. We don't understand the word faith. We look at the word faith in the dictionary. No. The meaning given to it in the dictionary is not the same meaning in the Bible. When you open your dictionary and you look at the meaning of faith and you apply it the same way in your spiritual life, you are gone. Faith is a trust. A trust. A trust. If you are with your senses, you will never stand to say you trust anyone. With what you have went through, and you have seen, only a crazy person can stand today and say, I trust him. I trust her. When you are not the same yesterday, today, and forever. How can they trust someone who is not the same yesterday, today, and forever? How can they trust someone who has beginning and the end? That is what disqualifies you from trust. Tell your neighbor, what disqualifies you from trust? You have beginning and you have the end. And at the same time, you are not the same yesterday, today, and forever. Tell your neighbor, you are not qualified for a trust. Say, I cannot trust you because you have beginning and the end. I can never trust you because you are not the same yesterday, today, and forever. I want you to take this in. Tell your neighbor once again, I can never trust, not I will not trust you, I can never trust you. Because you have beginning and the end. I can never trust you because you are not the same yesterday, today, and forever. Okay, who is qualified for a trust? Jesus. Clap for him. You say you trust someone, you get there, you learn he's dead. I trust him. He's there for me, he will do it. But on getting there, you learn that he could not wake up, he's dead. What will you do? Can you still hold on with the trust? So the trust has changed. You trust him, he will pay me the money. He has the money. I love him, I trust him. On getting there, you learn that he's in coma. Someone is in coma, can you wake him up to give you money? I love you so much, but I can never trust you. Tell your neighbor, I love you so much. I can never trust you. If I'm going and you are in my back, how are you? How are you, sir? Jesus never asked me to close my eyes when I'm praying. If anybody thinks that I close my eye, indeed when you look at me, you see me close eye. I'm not close my eye. so that I can tell Jesus when you are coming. So that is why I want my altar to be very far from you, so that you will not see me when I close my eye, when I'm not close my eye. You want my altar here? No, I say no, it should be there. So that when I say, let's pray, when you are looking at me at a far there, you will not know whether I close my eye or not. But when I'm too close to you, you will know, this man is not close eye. So why? Because that name Jesus given to me can be prompt. Jesus. Take this note. Faith is a trust. We misuse the word faith. You hear people say, they are stepping out. I'm stepping out. I am stepping out in faith to a new venture. What does that mean? They don't know what is going to happen. They don't know what the future holds. In other words, they feel urge to try something new and take a stab at it. So the same definition and the same meaning we are taking to the church, we are taking to the Bible. I mean, when we read Bible, we don't know the difference between that of our faith in the economy, our faith in medicine, our faith in political leader. We don't know the difference. We mix up the whole thing. I want to leave you here, but we continue next week. We have to talk more about this faith. Faith in the circular speech. That is, we speak of faith. We talk about that. And the faith that represents a trust. Have faith in God. Have faith in God. All things are possible. Okay, in this case now, can you say, have faith in Kenneth, have faith in my wife, have faith in my husband. All things are, can your husband make all things possible? When he's not the same yesterday, today, and forever? When he has beginning and the end? So we carry this idea to business. People can dupe you. You can easily be duped because of the misusing of faith, trust. And you keep having so many enemies, so many opposition, so many you create for yourself because of trust, faith, misusing of faith. So take this home. Faith is a trust solely and exclusively used to two phenomena. God and His Word. Faith lifts us above the realm of our own abilities. The realm of our own ability. And make God's possibility available to us. Without faith, God's possibility cannot be available for you. Without faith. Rise up, rise up, rise up. Give thanks to God. Give thanks to Him for giving you the grace to believe first. Not see and believe, but your case is believe and see. Give thanks to Him for giving you the grace. His grace. Give thanks to Him, give thanks to Him. Give thanks to Him. The Lord is good. Give some to God.
Just a little while longer, I wanna pray. Can't get you off my mind, so I came to say thank you, Lord, just for loving me. Many times I did forget every need that you have met. Oh, thank you, Lord. I know you're showing me you were there when I was down and out. You're holding me. Your love is so amazing. Oh, it's changed me. Here I am. Raise my hands to worship. I want to say, oh, thank you, Lord. For everything, who you are, you cover me and touch my heart. I want to say thank you,
thank you. You are great, yes, you are mighty God. You walked upon the sea and you raise the dead, reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything about you is great. You are great, yes, you are mighty God. You walked upon the sea and you raise the dead, reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything about you is great. We say you are great, you are great, you are great, you are great, you are great. Everything about you is great. Hey, we say you are great. You are great.
you are great, you are great, Lord, you are great, you are great, you are great,
Yes, you are great. You are great. Everything about you, everything about you is great. You are great, yes, you are.
you are
Holy One,
the Holy One.
you walked upon the sea and you raised the dead. We say reign in majesty, mighty God, because everything about you is great. Hey, you are great. You are great. You are great. You are great. You are great, oh God.
unto him? Everything about him. I can hear you. Everything about him. Worship him, give thanks to him. Everything about him is great, great. Hallelujah. You may be seated, you may be seated. You may be seated. We are here today to confirm our faith. To confirm your faith. That is, am I really have faith? What is faith? The question now, if at all you believe you have no faith, any moment from now, your faith you believe you don't have will spontaneously, listen to that, spontaneously, that is side by side, naturally will grow. Take note of that. For something side by side, yes, that is spontaneously, naturally, it will just, because faith is, it's not manufactured. It grows. Because when you now begin to see the steadfastness of God, and you realize that God is reliable, you can say, God is reliable. I can rely on him. Faith pick up and begin to grow naturally. You just need to see the finger of God. Not necessarily on you, but on someone you can see, this is finger of God. Our faith for a long time has been on anything man has done. Many people faith has always on the experience of man. This man, this is what he has done. God is great. Yes. But for that to apply to you, you must base that action on your own faith in God's word. This is why if you continue to listen to testimony of people all the time, without you base that testimony on your faith in God's word, it can't work. Because God works on us differently. God reveals himself differently to us. Yes. If you now base your faith on experience of man, you will never grow. And say, yes, TB Joshua went to the mountain for 40 days, 40 days. Me too, I want to go to the mountain for 40 days. You develop ulcer before you come home. It means you use ulcer to serve God. Different routes. And the moment you know that you are taking a different route, different from any other person in the world, you get it. You rely on God. But because you believe that you can copy some other people, similar experience, similar way, similar attitude, similar acquisitions, similar, how did they get over it? How did they overcome those things? This is what you are searching for in your Bible. And this is what you are reading, looking for a book. You will never grow. Because you will never overcome. Tell your neighbor, different road to get to your destination. Tell your neighbor again. I can't hear you. So, now let's look for peace. The little you have will be sufficient. Tell your neighbor, look for peace. Peace of heart. The little you have will be sufficient. Without peace, if you have the whole world, you are in trouble. Tell your neighbor once again, look for peace, peace of heart. The atom you have will be sufficient. But without the peace of heart, if you have the whole world, you have trouble. That will be my summary of my message. So when you wake up in the morning, you are looking, you want to be great. You want to be great, you want to be rich, you are looking for money, business, you're ready to do anything to get it. Anything to get it cannot give you peace of heart. The only thing that will give you peace of heart is to consider your neighbor while looking for your own. Tell your neighbor, the only thing that will give you peace of heart is to consider your neighbor while looking for your way out. If you don't consider your neighbor while looking for your way out of your problem, and you don't consider your neighbor, you are not considered Jesus, your creator. Remember, your neighbor can be someone who does not share the same faith with you. Once again, the only way you can have that peace of heart is to always consider your neighbor while searching for the way out. Your neighbor can be someone who does not share the same faith with you. Your neighbor can be your enemy. Your neighbor can be your friend. While looking for the way out of your mess, out of difficulty, out of whatever situation you are, when you are looking for a way, how will I get this business done? This is business, I'm poor. Oh, I want to apply for the business. Consider your neighbor. What is happening to your neighbor? If that your neighbor is entitled to the same business, and you are now want to do every means to take it, you want to do anything to take that business, and you know your neighbor is the best for that business, but you have a way of taking it. You continue to take them. No peace of heart. Write it down. While looking for way out, always consider your neighbor. Your neighbor can be your friend, can be your enemy, can be those who are not share the same faith with you. Consider them. Do you know the reason why you have to consider your neighbor, those who are not share the same faith with you? And that your enemy today may be your savior tomorrow. He may be the one to take you to the promised land, your greatest enemy today. Your greatest enemy that wants you to die, that after your life is the number one enemy today, may be your savior any moment from now, and will be the one to take you to the promised land. I take it back again. While looking for way out, consider your neighbor. What does that mean? Wish your neighbor as you wish yourself. Stop that, your prayer. You want to kill your enemy? If you say you want to kill your enemy, you know you are once an enemy to someone else before, and you are not killed. It's a mistake that you are not killed. I say it was a mistake that you are not killed. Assume you are killed, you will not want to kill your enemy today. What a mistake for not killing you. You were once an enemy to someone else in the past. But today, and you want to kill your enemy. And that person you are an enemy to, supposed to kill you the way you want to kill your own. You are wasting your time killing your enemy when the Lord says, I will set a table before you in the presence of your enemy. You are wasting your time because the Lord says, I will set a table before you in the presence of who? If you have killed them, who will be there to see your goodness? Who will testify to your goodness? Look at you. 99% of people here today, they are once an enemy wanted to kill me. You are once fasted, praying, banding me, and losing me at the same time. In the past, 90% of people sitting here today, anytime they saw Emmanuel TV, please switch it off. Over my dead body, I will come to that church. But your real body is here today because you are not killed. Because you are not killed. So many are here today. If I call them out, they will come out. They once 3-day fasting, vigil, prayer, they will be the one to ban me, and at the same time they will lose me. That is their prayer. Don't waste your time. I don't waste my time. Because I know where I'm going. Because we don't know where we are going. If you know where you are going, you will not waste your time over your enemy. No enemy can stop you from where you are going. So, because you believe they can stop you, that is why you want to stop them. No! Do and let me do. The life is just... Huh? So, please, there are many things we need to know that will guide us. When you want to pray, ask for God's mercy and his favor and thank him. And let him know that here you are. If you want someone, it will send you. And leave that prayer. And stop wasting your time over your enemy. For how long? For how long? So I want to leave you, please take this message.